Well, good morning, Guanajuato. We are pushing off today and we are heading over to the Monarch Butterfly Sanctuary. We've had a blast here at Guanajuato. This is a very colorful, interesting city, and I think it should be on anybody's bucket list that's exploring Mexico. All right, let's get on to our day. It has been a long day of driving. What Google said was 3.5 hours, took us about 5. Things happen, you get behind slow trucks, there's potholes. We stopped at Home Depot at one point, which was kind of interesting to go in a Mexican Home Depot, because as soon as we walked in the door, it felt like just like any other Home Depot. Well, we've made it. We are, northwest, just a little bit of Mexico City. And we're at a place called the Hacienda, which is where the people who live here will allow people to camp on their property. It's 250 pesos a night per vehicle. There's a little stream that runs through here, and there is this cool blue old chapel. And then there is the old Hacienda building, the old house, which is a really neat looking Spanish tile roofed house here. And there's some, looks like some old ruins of an old barn or something like that out of brick walls that doesn't have a roof on it anymore. We are very happy to be here at the Hacienda, and we're gonna take this place in, and then tomorrow we're gonna go find the monarch butterflies that are supposedly here by the millions. Well, good morning here at the Hacienda. We had a lovely night. It was quiet, it was cool. Really, this is just an amazing glimpse into rural Mexico. This is a really neat spot. There's a little trail here going up the hillside. There's big green plants and flowers. There's this ancient wall that looks like it's part of a barn or a corral. I'm afraid we've got to push off right now because we are going to try to catch the butterflies today. The butterflies like it warm, and today is going to be the warmest day for the next 3 or 4 days. And so we have a little bit of urgency to get there and try to see the butterflies today. But the Hacienda, this place is awesome. I'll leave this as a link in the Patreon to the Overlander site that is for this place. If you guys are in central Mexico, kind of over here east of Mexico City, you might want to come here and stay. We are going to go see monarch butterflies, and these butterflies have come all the way from the United States, and they fly all the way down here to the central Mexican mountains, and we're at about 10,000 feet, and this is where they feed on the milkweed, and we're going to see if we can find them. There are supposedly millions and millions and millions of them here.
We are here at the Biosphere Reserve for the monarch butterflies just outside of Mexico City. And this is a huge area that is dedicating to preserving the monarch butterfly on their epic journey from the United States and Canada, 3,000 miles all the way down to Mexico. Okay, so it was 100 pesos for parking and 100 pesos a person to get in here, and then you can hire a guide as well. We are gonna try and see if we can see the butterflies on our own. We're headed up right now.
All right, we're walking down this cobblestone trail and we hear horses. And that is one option here, is you can ride a horse up at least part of the way. We just made it through the gauntlet of cowboys and horses. They all want us to pay to get a ride on their horse up, but it's only a 30-minute walk, and we like to walk. I like horses too, I guess, but we're just gonna walk up, and hopefully we start seeing butterflies here before long. All right, we must be getting close. The trail is starting to flatten out. We're kind of on the top of the mountain. Butterflies with arrow signs everywhere. So I think we're there. And we've already seen one monarch already. All right, we're in the sanctuary now. We're supposed to be very quiet up here, so I'm holding the mic up, but behind me right here, those clumps in the trees, those are all monarch butterflies. Thousands and thousands of them.
What an amazing thing it is we are seeing here at the Butterfly Sanctuary. We are seeing millions of monarch butterflies that have flown over 3,000 miles from the United States and Canada all the way down to Mexico. Most monarch butterflies only live 2 to 4 weeks before they complete their life cycle. But the butterflies that are here are called Methuselah butterflies, and they are like super butterflies that live for 9 months so that they can complete a 3,000-mile journey from the United States and Canada all the way down here to Mexico to winter. And then they winter here where the climate is good and fly back another 3,000 miles. That makes them super butterflies. And how amazing is it that we get to see them here? This is one of the most extraordinary natural phenomena that there is to see, and we are lucky enough to be able to see it here today. It's a very good day. So we are here in a forest in the mountains between the states of Mexico and Michoacan. And the parking lot of the biosphere is at about 10,500 feet elevation. And then it's another 30-minute hike uphill to get to the forest where the Monarch Sanctuary is. So the best time to come and see the monarch butterflies down here in Mexico is between January and March. They start arriving in late November, and they do sometimes stay until April, but prime viewing time is January to March. That's when the numbers are most abundant and they're the most active because it's a little bit warmer. It is a bit of a hike to get up to where the monarchs are roosting. The hike is steep and it is at a high elevation. You can either walk about 30 minutes or you can ride a horse up here.
Well, that was a pretty spectacular experience, getting to see literally millions of monarch butterflies. You know, I've seen lots of monarchs in the States, but it's just kind of like one or two fluttering by. And here to see them in this amount, this biomass of monarch butterflies, was really unusual to me and interesting. They were so thick, they were just weighting down the tree limbs, almost like snow. And then as it started to warm up and the sun came out a little bit, the whole forest kind of erupted into this flutter of monarchs. There were still many balled up on the tree branches, but then you could just see so much more color from their wings and so much more energy of them flapping around. And it was pretty spectacular. And if you've never heard the flutter of 1 million butterfly wings, and you know, I've heard people talk about that before, and I thought, oh yeah, whatever, that's like something off of a Chinese restaurant menu. But this is real, you know, you're in there and it made this sound unlike I've ever heard. It was this kind of flutter of wind, but it was also like a buzz of energy. And it was just all these millions of little wings flapping around, doing butterfly things. What a cool adventure. Central Mexico, this place is so different than what I thought it was gonna be like. It's so different than Baja. I mean, we're up here at 10,000 feet elevation. It's cool. We're in this lush forest and we're surrounded by these amazing butterflies that are gonna migrate all the way to the United States and back. It's hard to imagine. This has been a great trip, and this is what overland travel can do for you, is to take you to these places and allow you to spend time in them and really enjoy them, take them in, appreciate them. And I'm really grateful for that. Oh, bien. So these guys have a business where they clean the dusty shoes off the hikers who come down from seeing the butterflies. This is very ingenious, and we want to support them however we can. High five?
Sure, like this. Boom.
You? Yay!
Just past, yes.
Good morning, Michoacan, central Mexico. We're just west of Mexico City. We're at the place where we saw the butterflies yesterday. We drove back up here because they said we could camp in the park here for free with our paid entrance. So I guess it's not really free, but look at this place. It is like a giant meadow, and we're at about 10,500 feet in elevation. It is cool. I have my puffy jacket on, which I didn't think I was going to be wearing for a while. And it is nice and cool, and it's kind of foggy this morning. It's not at all what I had in my head for Mexico. So that's really cool. I love these surprises. But we camped here last night. There are a few Germans parked on the other side of the trees. They're in some big Overland expedition trucks, big man trucks. But looks like interesting people that are probably most likely on the Pan Am as well. We are at that spot right now where we're overlapping with people who are going northbound, and we're meeting other people who are going southbound. So, you know, they're still in time to get to Baja and have a good Baja season, and then get on up into the US and enjoy, you know, Utah and the desert Southwest and all that before they head up to Alaska to end their trip at Dead Horse. But I am just pleased. This part of Mexico has been just incredibly awesome to experience and to travel through. The people have been super friendly. We have had nothing but great experiences here. to thank you guys for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. It means so much to us. If you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications when our next video launches. If you want to take a larger role in our journey, consider joining our Patreon. You will get links to our favorite campsites. You will get access to our field guides. We have field guides now for Alaska, all the way down to Baja. We're gonna be creating more as we travel. We're gonna be making some even back for the States for places that we love, that we're really familiar with, like Utah. That one's coming in the mix. And then we're off to our next awesome surprise here in Mexico. Can't wait.